If you're a pageant girl, you've probably had that one person who has been your emotional rock, your Uber driver, your emergency fund, and your biggest cheerleader. Probably your mom. This Mother's Day, let's hear her side of the story. Because trust me, this isn't just your journey, it's hers too. Hi Mama, welcome to my Mother's Day special.
Hi Lekh, thank you.
So for introduction, my mom works as a lecturer. She has been in the academic field ever since I was born. She worked as a principal for 5 years and more. She pretty much is the person that I feel like understands me thoroughly. I think she's more like a best friend to me, and I'm truly happy to have her. Mama, exactly 3 years ago today, I was crowned Femina Miss India, Punjab. So what was your first reaction when I told you that I wanted to do pageants?
Yeah, I remember when you used to send your stage pictures, your winning pictures from Pune when you're doing your MBA.
Yeah.
And when you disclose that you're interested to go ahead with the same stage ahead, I felt very good. I said, okay, try adventure that platform also.
Yeah.
So I felt great, proud of you for taking it up.
I actually do remember that during COVID, I had taken up online training, and because of which I would wear those high heels and keep walking up and down. I think I told Papa that it was like a personality development course, but actually you knew that it was a pageant training session.
I couldn't tell Papa at that time because he was also in that situation where COVID was going on.
Yeah, COVID was bad.
Yeah, it was bad, and all were working it from home. And I couldn't tell your passion to him at that moment. Of course, I knew you're hardworking.
Yeah.
The whole day you're working for Infosys,
Yeah.
and evening you're with the heels, walking on the corridor,
Yeah.
managing yourself both, and looking so tired. So I supported you in that way. But I was feeling bad as a mother. Every mother feels bad.
Fun fact, I actually had also taken up contemporary training, and I think it was the first 2 months. So I had twisted my ankle because the high heels along with contemporary dance took a toll on my ankle, and it was quite difficult for me to maneuver that.
Yeah.
But Mama, apart from the pride, did you also feel a little scared that I'd probably lose my confidence or I'd get hurt?
I was scared that hurt not only physically, and of course your mental confidence shouldn't be put down by somebody. That was also one scare I had. And physically you are off from here, so I was a bit worried about your hydration or food or your sleeping time or waking you up on time. So I was a little scared of that.
And what was the toughest part for you as a mother during my journey?
To convince your dad. Okay. He was worried ki after doing MBA, what is she doing there? Why did she have to study so much to
Go into pageants and not follow the
So
corporate.
that was the toughest time for me, to make him feel comfortable. At the end of the day, don't worry, she'll come back. She'll
Yeah.
come back with whatever she has to do.
My parents are so polar opposite in a way that worry manifests in different ways with how they project it. In the end, it's two people. You have two birth givers. So I think I left that job to her. I was like, you convince Papa, I've convinced you, and now I'm going to do what I want. So I think that was a huge help, and it continues to be till date. If there is a mom watching this and her daughter is interested in pageants, what message would you like to give her?
Yeah, if your daughter is showing her interest in this field, please find her potential first. Is she having potential for that? Support her a lot. Trust her. Send her for that platform. Surely she'll come back with whatever she has to do there. But don't snub her for her feeling, because mom is the best person to support.
And what do you think pageants as a general have taught me? You have known me before I stepped into this, and you've known me after. What changes have you seen in me, not just as your daughter, but as a young woman?
I used to see you as Aram say, easily lucky going girl, taking care. Taking some things very easily, calm, enjoying your serial, enjoying your movie.
Oh.
But once you came back, I saw you after the training, after all the appearance on the stage for Miss India, I saw you change a lot in your way of execution of your thoughts, and of course managing. Management, hard working. You are managing even now also.
Yeah.
3-4 tasks in a day where I say, why don't you take a break?
Yeah.
So that I've changed. So yeah, it's good also.
I definitely think the one quality that every girl gets after winning a pageant is the ability to multitask.
Yes.
Because that place puts you through so many different skill sets that you
Yes.
need to grab, that you almost never get back to being a complacent, lazy person who doesn't want to do anything for the world. It changes the way you look at life. And honestly, right now, I can't even be with people who aren't thinking as big as I am, because it just expands your brain to all the possibilities that you can have for yourself. That's something I'm truly grateful
yeah.
for. And do you feel like this journey changed you as a mother in some way?
Yeah, it has changed. Because earlier, of course, the world was known by through the media or newspaper,
Yeah.
and by some others talking about it. So when you went Lekh, I got to know so many different things which was not very truthful as the paper says. So when you shared, because Lekh shared everything what was happening there every day evening, it was the final evening, even it's 1 o'clock or 12 o'clock or 10 o'clock, she would share the day's routine. So then I realized it's not the same what I thought. So anybody going ahead, if now when after Lekh joined, I see so many of her younger cousins, I want to become a model. They do it at the school stage or when they follow her Instagram. I feel it's good. Go ahead. It's not wrong at all. Where I would feel, should you go? I had 1,000 questions in my mind just because I knew very less about it. Now I feel a girl can go ahead until as long as she keeps up a value for herself and you trust your child in what way you have brought up your child. Trust your child, that's it.
And what is the one thing that pageant girls should remember about their moms during this whole journey?
It's very important for the child. Be transparent with your mom. Be transparent. Share everything. She's the best person who will take everything to her heart and keep something for herself and let go only few things for others. And if you don't have a mom, trust a person who's elderly to you, not your age mates. Because your age mates think in your own level, in your own way. So find a person who's elderly to you, share with that person, and of course the generation gap will always give the experienced thoughts forward. You can take out of 100, you can take 80.
Transparency can cause a little bit of restraint that comes from the other side because like she said, generational gap. But if you really push through, if you don't give up within the first 2 times ki arey maine sach bola and it backlashed on me and now I'm not able to do what I want, let me never tell the truth again. Like you need to have as much faith in your parent to believe that they can open up to your ideas and just slowly kind of get them acquainted to the world that you are looking at for yourself, and eventually they'll come around. And finally, you were there with me on the finale day and you saw the entire thing live happen, and I remember coming down stage after everything was over and giving you a hug and you had tears in your eyes. And I've never really got to ask you because I don't know, I didn't have the courage, but where did that come from? Was that like my daughter didn't make it, or was it a fear for the future?
I had tears in my eyes to feel that my daughter went to that stage where I never expected to be in that stage, in that level. And of course, when you didn't win, I didn't think about the win. I was so happy you explored what you want and you came back with the knowledge, and I was there live. You're not telling me on phone, I'm watching you. So I had tears for both, for your confidence to be there on stage, and for you, I'm there with you. It went together. So I never expressed to you, nor you asked me, of course. But I was
because
really
okay, this is funny. This is the first time I'm hearing about it, because the way I looked at it is when I went down, of course, there is this impending feeling of the fact that you didn't make it, right? Because no one really goes into a pageant expecting to not win. But there is always just one winner, and you have to accept that. Except that realization comes in late. But more than anything, you don't want to disappoint the people who've supported you. And I think when I went down, I had to be so strong because I was like, if I break down, this is going to be the end. So I didn't cry back. But I thought the tears were from the fact that I lost.
No, not at all. That's how the child doesn't understand the mother.
Oh, God.
Your journey, your adventure, your passion took that platform. And I was there to be with you. So I was very happy for that. Even now, I feel, I can see the same feeling today also when you ask this question.
God, same. I think that was you know how they call it, a core memory. Like we'll always remember it for the rest of our lives. I know pageants can look like a solo journey where you think about you and your outfit and your training and your winning, but there is always someone behind that crown who's lifting you off when you don't make it, showing you the way ahead and caring for you in a way that nobody else ever could, and that is your mom. So keep her close to your heart. Hopefully she gets to be a part of your journey as much as you want her to be, and celebrate all of your moms today for supporting your dreams and your ambitions. Happy Mother's Day, Mama.
Thank you.
I will see you in the next video. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this one, and let me know what are the next videos you want me to make. See you. Bye-bye. Say bye.
Bye.